Alright then everybody, welcome back to Withering Rooms, where I now have this button. You know that like bad joke I was making over and over again? I've made them into buttons, chat. So I can now do this without having to alt-tab and go to YouTube. So I can be like, oh, this music. Yeah, I like it, sounds good. Just unfucking Stream Deck buttons now. I have like 3 different BPMs. Right, I'm gonna continue the game anyway. It's my new bit. It's only a bit on here though, apparently. I don't know why. Alright, if you missed last time, chat, we thought we were done with Chapter 3. That turned out to be very wrong. I guess would be the way to describe that. Because, I mean, like, this is, you know, the gatehouse or whatever we did this last time. This is the house. We did all the house. We did, like, the balcony. We did, like, you know, we've been in the workshop or whatever. Admittedly, I haven't done all of the attic because we died. So I was like, I'm not doing that again. I don't need to do it. However, we did then find out that apparently there is, like, these areas. I've still got to go all the way this way, I think. No, is it this way? I forget where it goes. There is like an area I need to go, I believe, in one of these directions. There's like the labyrinth. We haven't been back to the labyrinth much because there's too much labyrinth. There's also the chapel. That's a whole area on its own. There was like, there's a lot, chat. There's a lot more to this map than I anticipated and thought there would be. Which has put a bit of a spanner in the works as to whether or not I'll be able to finish this before Spooktober. I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. Do you actually wither rooms in this game? Yeah. Yeah, we wither rooms. No, I don't know what that would mean. Actually. So I need to figure this out. Cable car station, Smelly Witch's cottage, Bog Cottages, the West Valley, the Bog Dock, the cave. I thought there was like a room. It's not the side of the bogs, and I don't think it's to the left of the bog dock. I think it's wherever the bog dock connects to. Like, where the dock is. I think it was off to the right. There's the crossroads. Right? The crossroads goes somewhere else. Down here. I think. And I think down here somewhere is, like, more stuff we haven't been to. I'm gonna do that. Jeppo, howdy, welcome. Mail, there might be a state of play next week, a bit soon after the PS5 Pro. No, surely they'd announce it during that if there's gonna be one. I actually don't know. I mean, look, they can put on state of play as much as they want, I suppose. Maybe they got some games they want to talk to. Next battle, Valley of Horrors. Wait, did it not save? Did it not save my last fight I had? It should have done. I thought she gave me a quest. I guess I'll do this. Yeah, I did this. I remember that guy with the gun. Chat, I don't even need to put the radio thing up, the drum on. The drums are happening. Carlo, welcome. Have you seen the 30th anniversary Pro? No. I can't say I have. Yeah, here you go, another mission. Before the band was formed, we ordered as hunters. We'd take cable cars at other iterations of the dream, fill them with organs, and return. We departed from the place called the Central Station. One day, with little warning, Central Station was sealed off and we were told to return to Mostyn House. Needless to say, being under the Wretch King's thumb was not for us, and so the band was formed. I believe there's still a secret entrance to the Central Station somewhere in the basement of St. Eli's. Like a photograph of Central Station so I can see what state it's in. Right, so I don't know how to do this quest. Because I'm pretty sure what she's referring to is underneath this church there is this, but that door is blocked. Unless it's something like further beyond, like underneath. After the boss, maybe? I don't know. It's possible. Right, anyway, we're going to teleport. Oh, strangely the mirror is opaque here. It's not anymore, is it? Oh, right, I can get dog again. Chat, we now have dog friend. We saved the dog, and now we're allowed to take the dog with us. If you missed it last time. Alright, so I need to go... No. Where would it be? It would be... that one. Small indie horror game that I've been following since Kickstarter came out recently. It's got that Silent Hill sauce in it. Ooh. Hello, I've arrived. Probably missed the announcement. Just to say I look forward to sending out a change of address card saying I live in the sewers now. Yay! The sewers! Also, Lizzie, hopefully things have calmed down around where you are a little bit. Fingers crossed. Yes, the sewers. It's where you should live. Everyone loves the sewers. Not you specifically, just it's where everyone should live. Right, I believe there is stuff for me to do over here, which... I'm pretty sure this has got a load of enemies in it. Or at least it did last time. Holy shit! He fucking exploded! That guy's fought. I'm gonna die. I'm currently dying. I need to not do that. Let's get some health back. Good job, Horace. You're helping. Good boy. Excellent job, boy. Vampire locket. Ooh. I don't know why I turned into the old lady from Dark Souls 2. A pearl locket depicting a bloody man with beastly fangs. Whoever crafted this must possess exceedingly poor taste. I nabbed it off of one of our guests at the tower when I snuck in last, but I misplaced it somewhere on my return journey. Just my luck. That's really strong. For fuck's sake. Why, you didn't like that? Ooh! I just picked up like a load of grenades and shit. The only problem is, I really like this locket. It's plus 15% melee damage. It heals me for 1 health point every 3 seconds. Does this clear it though? 20% health vampirism? Because there's less melee damage. By 10%. I don't get the heal every 3 seconds. But then I do get extra vampirism. Which I think is kind of what we're going for. It's kind of my build. Like, we're vampire build, for sure. I'm pretty sure it's just my gear that's currently vampire. Right, I'll tell you what, let's put it on. Let's go clear a fight with Arm and see how much vampirism's doing for me. Mael's interested in this.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
Yeah, that vampirism's pretty good though. I just grabbed so much stuff. I don't even know what I grabbed. I just have everything. Dog is almost at critical health. Don't worry, chat. Dog doesn't die. Dog gets to low health and then is magically teleported back to nowhere, where he is fed a steak that looks like a steak in his little dog bowl, and then we can go call on him again. So the friendships mentioned, got it. Well, I mean, the difference being I don't send him there by hitting him with my sword like a fucking maniac, like someone. I'm never going to use this. I am, however, quite enamored with this. That's just every other dog. Oh, I see. Pastry realizing their friendship dimension is absolute horseshit. Starts throwing stones. That's Pastry's result and approach to defense when it becomes something like that. I get it. I understand. It's okay, Pastry. It's okay. Just be careful on your glass tower that it doesn't fall to pieces. I'm just watching my health go up, and it's pretty good. Throwing stones in glass friendship dimensions. Ooh, Pale Hunter's Ring. Never gonna use that. This is bad down here, right? Never mind, I full health. It's pretty good, actually. Luck Charm. Necromancer's Ring. Increases health of allies such as enchanted armor by 50%. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Again, I think our build is kind of done, though. The glass lets them see other places of interest that they can visit when they want because it's a utopia. Now you make it sound like you've trapped them in a glass box. That's not getting better. It's getting worse as we go. It just said they can go past the glass. Yeah, well, I don't believe you. I think history has proven that not only can they not go past the glass, they're actually just dead. Giving them a taste of freedom. Yay. I forget what this guy sells. Oh, he sells Weebly bullets. Weeb bullets. Guard Codex. Yeah, we had one of those before. I have so many coins, chat. I have so many coins. I don't even know what to do with them anymore. Do you have to have this on your person? Permanent artifacts. In the process. I don't think you have to, like, wear it. just gonna buy it. Let's have a look. I don't think it's something like equipable. Oh, it is equipable. Well, I mean, I can equip as many artifacts as I want, so I should absolutely equip that. I'm pretty sure this is Gamba, right? Rules. Land on a skull, get nothing. Land on a gift, get a prize. Land on a coin, get your money back. Land on 2 coins, double your money back. Land on a crown, get grand prize. Very good. Land on knife, I cut you. Let's do it. The dog just stood there. Oh, got my money back. Let's try again. Wah, wah. One more time. Okay. One more time. When I said one more time, I wanted like something more than the same thing I just got. Thank you. I won a prize! A permanent tool sack. Ooh. That's pretty nice. That's got a lot of stuff in it. Alright, great. This game has gambling? No wonder you stuck the course of so long with this game. I mean, I only just found the gambling last stream. And it's not really a lot of gambling. Actually, there was also clown gambling. That happened. I remember that. Alright. You with me, boy? He hasn't got a lot of health, but... Moonless, formless paths connect the past and the present. Light this candle to open a path. So long as you do not leave this room, death will return you to this moment. Candle is lit. Which also means I'm going to take this brooch off, because I don't want to use that. For an audience of the king, place 5 village tokens into the stomach cavity. Good evening! A fine evening to go traipsing about my kingdom. A beautiful evening to murder some of my subjects. A wonderful evening to spy on me for that filthy wretch from the mansion. How dare you come to our peaceful village and start spreading chaos and disorder? I should have you drawn and quartered. But I am a merciful king. I know the wretch king in the mansion wants all witches dead, don't you? Or you know, rather. Look at this pitiful witch playing violin so nicely for us. Proof of my inimitable mercy. Inimitable. My inimitable. I won't ask you to swear fealty to me. I just want you gone. Turn around and leave my kingdom. Or press on. You'll see what we do to trespassers. I kind of want to press on. I gotta be honest. Like, I feel like the real thing is I should just leave. But, I mean, I kind of want to see what happens. That's far enough. I so hate for the music to stop. Alright, I'm just gonna fight these two? Is that it? Because they're gonna, like, die really easily. Because I'm very strong. Alright, I win. Now what? Okay. Sot hatch and a boar. Always the same tune, always the same dance. Why do I keep you two around? See, I don't think this king's actually good. I think he a real asshole, actually. Go on, then. You've got us licked. Go claim your prize, you filthy witch. See, he's calling me a filthy witch. He's not actually friendly with the witches. He an asshole. Wait, hang on. I will go claim my prize momentarily, sir. I'm just gonna go, just in case you're gonna pull tricks on me. I want to be remembered again. Think he's morally grey? Yeah, I think so. Alright, he's not pulling tricks on me, chat. Withering Rooms. That's how you say it. See, look, he's got a witch all tied up. Come to ship me off to a new master. Let me guess, the Wretch King wants me back. I'm done. I just want to rest. I don't have eyes anymore, but I can tell you're a witch. If you have any empathy for a fellow witch, help me put an end to the Wretch King. Before you send me back to him, gather an ingredient for me. I need black wax. I'll tell you how to get it. Will you help me destroy the Wretch King? Yeah, he's an asshole. In the attic of Moston House, you should find the cursed grimoire. You stashed it up there to keep out the Wretch King's hands. Once you have it, you can craft black wax. That's what I need to put an end to the Wretch King for good. I'm pretty sure I already can craft black wax. Yep. I think you need to split the idea of an early access game into two columns. Games that are really short with little content currently, and then these. It's shocking to me how much content this game has. Yeah, it's very contentful. Didn't know Ender Lily's sequel was going out of early access at the beginning of New Year. In fact, the game's apparently 30 to 35 hours long. Damn. Right, I got the cursed grimoire. I have the black wax. Okay, I'm ready. Send me to him. It has been a pleasure. Farewell, Nightingale. Alright. Good luck. Oh, it connects up to the West Valley, huh? That makes sense. Why would it not? Alright. First off, back you go, boy. Secondly, back we go. And then we just get the dog again. It's beautiful. It just works. Right. Now, I guess we go... Oh, we want to go in the house, right? East stairwell? Sure. I think I have to pretend to be a nurse still. Or at least if I do, it's not going to fuck me over. So I'm going to continue to pretend to be a nurse. I'm pretty sure the hat says it's not enough just to wear the hat or something. Not necessary. So I can keep my cowboy hat. Cowboy nurse with a dog. Well, I'm a cowboy nurse with a dog. Yep. Stick to the plan, Dutch. stick to the plan. Earn. Exactly. Wait, he's the other side now. Nope. He's this side. He's not here. Wait, what the fuck? The guy who makes my ammo and shit is gone. Oh. Is he in the throne room? Hello. Hello, everybody. All of his guards are gone. There's black stains on the wall where they used to be stood. Something tells me that... Ah, sick! Everyone's just hanging out here, look! See, look how much of a good person I've been. Everyone's all like, yay, you're like the best. You've saved everyone. So the king was bad. Intervention. No. about the gambling. Look, Nightingale, we've known you for like one night, but we feel like you have a problem. Emma really did it. She blew up the king. Along with herself, unfortunately. Here, Nightingale, you should have her clothes. I hadn't seen her in so long. If I'd known she was shackled up in the valley. This isn't the trenches, mate. Oh wait, no, this is this guy. This isn't the trenches, mate. We'd have no hope of besting the king of the valley. Let's face it, none of us could have pulled off what Nightingale and Emma did. He's right. He did it, Nightingale. Now what's next? I don't know about you all, but I find it tiresome living amongst these restless undead. I propose we move to the place Chosette told me about in the mirror. Nowhere. Well, we'll be in better place to help Nightingale there as well. I'm sure she doesn't relish tiptoeing around the mansion to seek us out. King's binding spell still binds me to the mansion, but it doesn't work in nowhere, so I'll come along. I'd love to join you all, but my place remains in the cellar. I don't think the old souls down there would make it without me. Then it's decided. We'll see you in nowhere, Nightingale. Yay! I saved the gang! I got a Steam achievement for that. A dress belonging to a long-dead witch, absolutely filthy and smells of mold! Yay! And a sack! Great! The sack belongs to a long-dead witch. The sack's cloth has been charred near the eyes. Like Silent Hill Nowhere. I'll go there in a minute, you can see it. I guess I don't get to see the dead king and get any items off him or anything. But we got rid of him. He was a prick anyway. It's this guy who sat down like that. He was a real asshole. So, don't feel bad for him, chat. Dog was trying to tell me about the mirror being a trap. Good boy. Yeah, let's go to nowhere, shall we? That's this place. And now they're all hanging out, look. No, I didn't want to talk to you about yourself. I've already done that. Okay. Oh yeah, you saw like stims and stuff. I don't suppose you want to talk about anything. No, you're good as well. This... Yeah, I can't upgrade anymore. Right. Where's everyone else? Edgar's hanging out here? No. I don't want you to join me, Edgar. We're good. This guy I wanted to talk to, though, because I need him to craft me some things. Also, he can upgrade? Do I have an upgrade kit for this? Oh, fucking upgrade it then. Shit. Oh, I can't make any more because I don't have any more empty shells. Right. Okay. I think we're more or less at, like, the final boss of this chapter now. That was one of the few things that I couldn't figure out to do. There is one other thing I can't figure out to do, but honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna figure it out without looking up a guide. So, which this game, surprisingly, does not have a lot of that going on. Not really many guides around for this game. There is a website the developer has made, I think, that's got like a bunch of hints on it, but... Right. I think we want to go to the church now. Which... don't know if we have like a quick walk there. I guess that's as close as it gets. You're still here, boy. Okay. So I could go and do a bunch more, like, clearing the labyrinth and stuff, but I just don't think we need to do it. The labyrinth gets you, like, random rings and stuff that could be really good, but... and random weapons. Chat's here. I kind of just don't want to ever do that, like, anywhere but this area. Alright, he wants to buy my ghost pictures? Look at my creepy ghost pictures. They're pretty cool. That one is such action. This is where we did the machine gun boss. You indeed have God's favor, you may enter. Additionally, I'm in dire need of organ grease. Right, this is where you can get old swords for organ grease. If you so want. Which I don't think we need right now. You have this bayonet. So, down here is where the secret entrance is, but it says the door has no handle. And I don't know... I don't even know how to begin to open it. So I don't know how to complete that lady's quest. Like I said, unless it's something that maybe... maybe beating the boss of this area gets me. I killed you, but the other you. That switch has taken up residence. Seems to have lost her mind, but I bet the way to beat that bloody tower is through her. Okay, yeah, he doesn't want to. Cares not that we killed him. That's the good version of the wretch. Right, to the chapel then, I guess. We've got a boss fight to do here, I believe. As evidenced by this. Speak to the witch. This will end chapter 3. Here we go. Ah, now who would you be? Another poor soul seeking refuge from Austin House. I brought my witches here to the end of the dream. We seek the false prophet, Robert Blackett. He claims to be constructing a paradise, but says that paradise has no room for witches. Unacceptable, particularly after we served him so dutifully these many years. Answer my questions truthfully, child, and perhaps there is place for you here. This is what happened at the start. She asked me to answer questions truthfully, and then set me on fire. Are you in league with Robert Blackett? No. Do you know where Robert Blackett is? I don't think we do. Unless he's in the bloody tower. Well, I've checked everywhere else, so I'll say yes. I knew it. We bound upstairs and wait further questioning there. No, well, never mind. I guess we don't know where he is. Wait. No, that was the end of the chapter. That was just the end of the chapter again. Did that happen again? They got me again. The ritual binds Nightingale to a room upstairs in the church. The distant bell is much closer now. That's how they fucking started the game as well. They killed me. Because I thought I answered a question wrong. But it's moved on to chapter 4, so I guess I answered it right. Oh, we're back here again? This is Moston House, isn't it? This is, well, maybe not Moston House, but this is, I'm pretty sure this is where we started the game. Like, a while back, or at least it's very similar layout to it. Oh, that's locked. So we can't go through that. Whoa. guy's big. Guessing you're Priscilla. I know you. You're Nightingale from around 1892, right? Don't be surprised, I know just about everything about the dream. I've been dead since 1874, so I've had a lot of time to study it. Being trapped here for decades has made my world quite small. I'm Priscilla Mostyn. I'm sure you've met my brother Peter. The first witch has trapped us both here, accusing us of being in league with Robert Blackett. Unfortunately, I have never been able to use magic in the dream. I suppose I lack a certain suspension of disbelief necessary for it. I, however, could defeat the first witch and get us both out of here. I know you're quite talented. Or said you could, however, rather. Here's the St. Eli's key. You can use it to escape and face the first witch. Before you go, if you have any questions about the dream or even your own future, I will answer them. Alright, tell me about the dream. Thousands of years ago, a primitive society either created or discovered the idol. I'm not sure which. Each new moon, that's how we say that now. Each new moon, anything the idol's eyes had seen would be incorporated into a new dream. As was customary in those ancient days, blood sacrifices were regularly made to the idol. Being one of the idol's formative experiences, I believe these sacrifices explained the power blood holds in the dream. The idol was lost for some time and rediscovered in old Byzantium. There it served as an imaginary pleasure house and arena for the rich and noble. The remnants of that era can still be found beneath Mostyn House. Much later, as you know, my brother purchased the idol and brought it back to Mostyn House. I later discovered that all of those old iterations occupied physical space in the dream still existed. Right, yeah, like the kind of, we're sort of time traveling. Curiously though, they were devoid of life. Through careful application of electromagnetic stimulation to idols in the dream, I discovered the iterations could be restarted. You are a product of those experiments, the 1892 fourth iteration, Nightingale that was brought back to life. Wow. You came here to 1916 via a cable car, right? I gave the schematics to Robert. He had it built in the real world and shown to the idol. We used to have cable cars running into every iteration of the dream. Robert had one of the witches use some sort of magic to create copies of the cable cars and tunnels to speed up the work. The undead were brought here en masse via cable cars and used as copious source of organ grease. Ultimately, Robert found some other way to get organ grease, but he wouldn't tell me. Since the many iterations of the dream we were harvesting from were no longer necessary, I detached the electromagnetic simulation device from all the idols we collected on each iteration. One by one, each iteration went dark, and the tunnels and cable cars were dismantled. Curiously, there was a single missing idol, the one for iteration 1892, number 4. Furthermore, 1892 4 tunnel entrance had disappeared. I suppose now you're here, we know it's still running. Tell me about me. It's maybe hard to hear. You're the dream's interpretation of Nightingale from when she first came to Mostyn House in 1892. I'm dead. Later, you showed exceptional talent as a witch and rapidly became Robert Blackett's assistant. Unfortunately, Robert has a tendency to break his favourite toys. Due to your frequent exposure to the dream, your body in the real world entered into a coma. Not sure if you still live, but it's entirely possible. You'd be nearly 40 years of age. Oh, maybe we're not dead then. In the dream, you disappeared along with a half-dozen other girls. I suspect you were taken by Robert to his new paradise, and likely still serve him. You were to somehow wake from your coma. Not exactly sure whose conscious experience would be embodied. I do hope it's the Nightingale I'm now speaking to, as the latter iterations are significantly less pleasant. Robert Blackett is a sick man. Interesting, so I'm probably going to end up fighting myself, huh? Sure does seem to be good chance of that. A laboratory manual containing instructions for creating grease that can temporarily enhance melee weapons. Flaming grease, cutting grease, and poison grease. You will be old. I will be old. That is true. I kind of need to know, especially while I'm like still on a good loop here, if that fella can come to life. That guy can't, but the doll can. Okay, well, that's less exciting. flaming grease. Add 20% base fire damage. Okay. Don't touch that, please. Okay. Sorry. Didn't realize that was a problem. Well, there's no point being scared, huh? We're about as powerful as we can get right now. If there's any time now to push forward and do as much as we can, this is it. So... I've got this useless fucking doll with me, though. Alright. I didn't bring the doll up to help me with combat, chat. I tried to get the massive thing. The massive, martyr. Or he's a penitent one, wasn't he? Penitent one. I tried to get the massive, like, suit of armor thing that was in that room, but I got the doll instead. So, is what it is. The doll normally is just used for, Alright, doll's just gonna stand there, fucking no-sell that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna say the doll is normally used for puzzles. So, like, if there's a switch you need to pull, and then be somewhere else while the switch is pulled or whatever, that's what the doll would be for. The doll seemingly takes a long time to turn around as well. Give me that jar. Okay. Picture of Jesus on the wall. Sure, I can offer remembrance tears, why not? Do I have anything else I want to remember, though? Not really. Village token. Guess remember my bullets. That could be helpful. I've barely used the gun since I got this better melee weapon. Right. We have access to a mirror here. I'm going to see if I can get to nowhere. Just right off the bat. Because that unlocks a lot of stuff. Dog! Yay! Use the dog whistle to return. Yes. What's up, Edgar? No, I don't need you to join me. Although I could later, I suppose. That would be fun. Have a whole fucking squad. Alright, they got nothing new to talk to me about. So, are they just, like, unaware of what happened to me? I don't know. I feel like you would want to be like, where the fuck did you go? What happened? But no one seems to give a shit, so... I'm just here now. Fucking... I want this doll to go away. Alright, yeah, so this is how the quick warp in this game works, by the way, chat. Is all of the previous mirrors that I have accessed at any point in this game, I now have access to again. which means I can just like whip around all of these warp points and go wherever the fuck I want. So I can go straight to the strange bedroom. I'm in Austin House. And if I want to continue my journey in Mostyn House, I can do so. But I can also just get all the items from here, which is... This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to each of these, we're gonna get the items. So that's the strange bedroom. Let's go to the attic. Offering. That's... you can't help me. Yeah, you just like sell stuff, right? Spell charm and things. I don't want to be in the attic, really. The attic is it's problematic for me. It's problematic space. Primarily because of how fucking dark it is. Problematic. Exactly. Alright, I forget where the secret passage goes to. Oh, right, it's the occult chamber. This has probably got an enemy in it. Right, we don't care about that. Okay. Spell that. Throwing knife. Okay, that's rare house entrance. Straight back. There's basically no downside to doing what I'm currently doing. I'm just gonna get a bunch of free stuff. And then we just get to leave. So this is like free items. This is probably the best way to gear up after a death, I would imagine. Labyrinth camp, that's a pretty easy one. He's still sleeping? Must have nodded off, my apologies. Not selling anything I particularly want. Hatchet. Does sell wax, which I can see that being useful. Didn't I get... Yeah, I can still do this. I would have to get a whole bunch of ancient blood, which I don't have. Which would require me to go through the labyrinth and kill a bunch of dudes. Which I could do. But also I don't really need to right now. Hag Cell, this is free as well. How you doing, Hag? You good? I still don't know how you're supposed to ever be able to afford that. No, nothing going on with you. Golden Spear. Gold spear from the Byzantine era. Slow, but allows the wielder to keep their distance. How is the damage on it? 7 plus 16, that's plus 3, 5 plus 12. 6 plus 14. It's way less bleeding damage, but I'm guessing the ability to like keep your distance here would be very good. But right now we're in the meat. Anyway, we have a very much in the meat build. Of statue. Alright, a couple more to check. Examination room. This fucking horrible room. Right, that's the Clearer Clinic. Wait. Did I have access to the Clearer Clinic in Chapter 3? I don't think I did. I think I got to this examination room and they didn't let me out of it. I think this is new. Oh. I guess it's cholera, not cholera, whatever the fuck I'm calling it. Okay. This'll be the arena. That's West Valley. Actually, this is where the king is. Is he alive again? I doubt it, right? I don't think it's a new knight. Officially. But maybe he is alive, I don't know. No, he's just not here at all. Interesting. He's just gone. Okay. The Night Mother Cottage, sure, why not? Again, another cursed place. Bone ash. And then the last one is the balcony. So we've been everywhere now. We've gotten all of our free items that are like with no real repercussions for going to get them. And then if we happen to die, we can always do that again. Let's go back to the balcony. There's a remembrance around here somewhere, wasn't there? In the next room. I have a feeling, chat, and I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that we may end up... Right, first off... Well, hang on. Actually, let me forget that. And not forget that. Let me instead remember these two weapons. Just in case, because they're interesting. And then also I can remember the... health charm. Is there anything else I want to forget while I'm here? Castle ring. I'm pretty sure we found out from dying that remembering the coins doesn't actually work. I wasn't sure if it would, but it didn't. So let's just remember all of our charms. Why not? Down or up? I actually probably want to go up first, but I figured this allows me access to outside. Okay, so he's still the same. It still feels like the same night. Like, if I go forward here, I think I just go and fight the witch, and then I'll be on my way to the bloody tower. If I go down here, this is going to be the secret room. Which I still don't think I can open. It has no handle. Oh, I wonder if that's the switch that's upstairs. That would make a lot of sense, actually. The switch that's in Priscilla's room. That's what you're taking up residence. Okay, you're still saying the exact same stuff. Okay, so I could go and, like, re-clear everything if I wanted to get more items and such. I think that's what they're kind of, like, hinting at here. But if I want to actually continue the game, I just need to go over here and fight the witch. The first bitch. You hear that? Is she gorging on people? Is she eating? Oh, well, someone is. A creature feasts upon the first witch. A small door lies behind them. Step past the creature. Yes? Beast Nightingale? Me? But Beast Nightingale didn't bring a vampire build, did they? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble though. Took a lot of damage. Dog's already gone. Dog's gone. Off, Beast Nightingale. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna straight up die here. I mean, I've got the thing that's gonna like revive me. I didn't die. Blackett House Key, permanent key, a blood-splattered key to the Blackett House, located in Cagewood past the Dewand Bog. Blackett House was largely abandoned after Robert and Margaret fully moved into Mostyn House, but the lights were on last night. Oh, she had 900 health? I went through really quick, actually. Such a vicious little thing, yet so perfectly obedient. New quest, use the Blackett key to enter the Blackett House. I want to go in there. Church passage. Assuming the user has already upgraded the organ chamber once, this schematic and set of pipes will allow the user to harden their body an additional 5 times. For many years I thought it was impossible to further improve the chamber, but then the answer came to me as I was mincing a brain. Just split the main organ grease delivery pipe into 3 smaller pipes. Wow. Service bridge? Oh yeah, that's the bloody tower. I don't know if I should keep pushing on. Farm hall. Maybe I do keep pushing on. I'm kind of intrigued. Like, I'm guessing it's gonna stop me at some point and be like, you've gone far enough or whatever. What is this whipping? Oh. This guy's almost dead. What's happened to him? Jailer's lift key. Key for the blood tower lift allows access to the basement and lobby floors. Man wed to machine and eternal embrace. Pitiful, aren't they? They must wear the helmet for their appearance, otherwise it would be too unpleasant for our guests. Right, well, what about the other one? I need to stop chickening out of fights and running back and using the gun when I am so powerful with my vampirism that no one can stand up right now. Like, I'm so fucking strong. It's gonna fart. You gonna fart? Yeah. What is this really long corridor with nothing in it other than a couple of items and a couple of enemies? There's more. I mean, I guess maybe there were more enemies at one point, but they ain't alive. Lovely noise. Okay. I would quite like to keep going until I got to like a spot where I can find a mirror. That would be lovely. If we can find a mirror, then I can walk back here really quickly. Roof, second floor, first floor lobby. Let's go roof. Okay, you need Robert's lift key for the roof. Lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. This is a safe zone. Didn't feel like I'd have any safe zone here. Hello? Sleeping? Oh, I didn't notice that person was also dead. Hey, here's a mirror. Yeah. Exquisite silver ring. Are you enemy? No. I mean, normally they are. But this is a safe spot. There's definitely someone hiding back there. The waking room. Hello? Is the carnage over? Oh my. You're the original Nightingale, aren't you? I'm Peter the Clerk. I used to be Peter Mostyn. Well, one of the Peter Mostyns, I'm not sure which vintage. But Dr. Blackett was kind enough to erase all of the unpleasant memories. Now I live a fulfilling new life here in the elegant Blood Tower. Well, it used to be elegant. Absolute madman opened up all the prison cells in the farm. Now it's complete bedlam, madness and murder. Surely you have the talent to put an end to this. Please, take this hotel lift key. It will grant access to the upper floors. You have to find Dr. Blackett. He'll know what to do. Check the baths on the first floor first. Godspeed, Nightingale. Why would I help Blackett? Right, Peter, tell me about yourself. If you haven't heard, the stars of the dream were actually older iterations of the dream. So there's a load of copies of each person exposed to the dream. Those iterations were all dormant and lifeless, but Robert Blackett, with his fantastic intellect, devised a way to electromagnetically stimulate them back to life. For a while, he had a great operation going where the dormant iterations were used as hunting grounds. Their blood and organs were transported by cable car as raw materials for the fledgling Blood Tower. He also brought back a bunch of us Peter Mostyns. We've been training as servants for the Blood Tower, and what an absolute joy it is to serve! I'm starting to understand how you got your house stolen from you. Once construction of the farm was completed, the old iterations were no longer needed. But since we, Peter Mostyns, were magically rebound here, we can live out our days in the Blood Tower. Tell me about the farm. Oh, you snuck up through the farm, did you? Isn't it marvellous? Dr. Robert Blackett is a true genius. Each cell holds one of the undead from a previous iteration of the dream. The ceiling is covered in spikes and can be mechanically lowered. Then they wake up each night and are crushed beneath the spikes. The floor of the ceiling is a grate that leads directly to the blood and organ reservoir beneath the Blood Tower. The blood and organs fall through the grates and power the Blood Tower. Wow, what a fucked up. So they get eternally resurrected, crushed when they wake up, and then all of their slop just falls through the grates and into like a processing area below. To think people used to manually harvest blood and organs in the dream. What idiots! Tell me about this chaos you speak of. The Blood Tower, being coated in blood, tends to be more static than the rest of the dream. Unless magically bound, residents awaken exactly where they fell asleep. Unfortunately, someone undid the magical bindings in the farm and opened all the cell doors. The undead have slaughtered all of the guests, and each night the guests rise from the floor just to be slaughtered anew. Who could have done this? I initially suspected Priscilla Mostyn, my treacherous sister. but she has been locked up in the church, and furthermore, has no magical capability. Might be the witch, a witch, but the Wretch King has handled them. Yeah, has he? If there were any Margaret Blacketts left in the dream, I'd suspect her. She was always getting in Robert's way. She has not visited the dream in a long while, and the iterations where she was present are all dormant. But you're proof there's at least one old iteration still running. Gah! Enough prattle! Please, you've got to help! Find Robert! Alright, well... I don't much want to help Robert Blackett, I've got to be honest, so... I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. However, I'm now intrigued as to whether or not that means Margaret Blackett is alive and in the Blackett house. Does seem to be the case. Now, how much money do I currently have? 500. I'm liable to take the fellow with me, because he only takes a share of some of the coins I find. Which, right now, is not an issue. Yeah, upgrade this chamber. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, well, let's level up once. Alright, what do we need? Another... 9? I can make another 9. For sure. Wait, I have 9. No, I needed to make 9. I'm thinking I might take Vigor to 10 before I move on to Violence again. Maybe I'll take it to 9, because that'll give me a nice round number. Right, can I make 13 Organ Grease? I think I can. Yeah, I'm on 150 health. That seems like a good number. Let's go back to leveling up my violence again. More damage. Things die quicker. I survive better. Let's try and make 14. I think I can make 14. Making advantage, or taking advantage of the fact I have a ton of money right now. Which does, well, I still have 292, fucking hell. Yeah, you come with me. He might fuck off immediately, actually, depending on where I go. I'm somewhat tempted to go here. Or like the attic. I don't know if he came to the attic with me before. It'd be very helpful if he did. I'm pretty sure... Well, I'll tell you what, no, if I go to the east stairwell... If I go up from the east stairwell, I think I'll get to the hunter. And I can buy some bits off him to make more organ grease. Yeah, here he is.
I don't like the looks of this place.
No, I understand, mate. Me neither. Any tricksters about? Alright, hunt me some more. Corrupted liver will get me 1 straight upgrade. Finger plus ash gets me 1 as well. I mean, this seems like the most cost effective. Do I just buy, like, that? Like, I could go and hunt my own, but it almost doesn't seem worth it. Right, so that's the attic corridor, the hallway. I could go to the basement. Do need to figure out where the Blackett house was, though. I think it was in... this area. Maybe. It was in the bog area near where the circus was, which if I go here and then I go right, I think that gets me to that, actually. I have a feeling this fella's not going to follow me there at all, but that's okay. If he decides to bail on me, I'm okay with it. If I go to the Night Mother cottage, yeah, he's bailed. That's fine. Edgar can't come here. He's Edgar has been pinned to this house, essentially. Yeah, I should still have my boat pass, I think. Sell some shit. Travel west. The merry band was originally started by witches. Core members were called trickster initiates, forced to incinerate themselves every night to protect Moston House. No wonder they developed such a distrust of authority. Oh, it's time for me to have another sip of my Oreo Coke. Still good. I do enjoy. Yeah, vanilla Coke straight off the bat is the first thing you hit by, and then you get the rest of it. The Oreo aftertaste. It's the fucking circus. Yeah, I think this is where we need to go. Curse ring. Is there a horse in here? Is that what I was hearing? I don't care. We got the one item that's in there, so... Yeah, I heal up to full, just like spamming attacks on them now. This is the Blackett house. Okay, well I found the Blackett house. Machine powering the residence of electricity, it's missing an electrical generator. Right. Unlocked with the Blackett key. Apparently that is safe room in here. I've become withered. I don't know what that means. My room has been withered! Someone withered my room! Oh dear. Nightingale, is that you? You look so normal. Suppose you must have defeated the beastly version of yourself and got her key. My name is Liddy. The catatonic lump on the couch is my sister Letty. You should have never come here. There's nothing but madness and horror in this house. Do you feel weak, like you've withered away from the inside? That's the effect this house has. It greatly diminishes your vitality and curse tolerance as long as you're inside it. I so wish to leave and go see the Cagewood Circus. Sometimes I can hear the music, but I can't go without Letty. Robert Blackhurst gave us all some sort of sleeping medicine while he performed surgeries on us. Use waking powder afterwards to wake us up, but Letty never got any. Since you're here, maybe you could find some waking powder? I suspect you can find some in the laboratory upstairs. Too weak to venture up there. I'll reward you with something precious. If you need any supplies, I have a few things I can provide at cost. Let's talk first. Tell me about the lights? No lights, because the generator's out? The house is wired for electricity. There's a large machine outside for converting organ grease into electricity, but it's missing an electrical generator. I heard it was a machine created by Priscilla Mostyn, but that can't be right. Hasn't Priscilla Mostyn been missing for years? I know there's a spare electrical generator somewhere in Blackett House. Alternatively, if Priscilla Mostyn rumour is true, perhaps you could ask her for one. I never trusted Robert Blackett. I begged my parents to take Letty and I back home. We'd been kicked out of school for misbehaviour, and they refused to let us come home until we'd been cured. We saw Robert less and less, which was a relief, but then the girls started to disappear in the dream. We found out soon enough they'd been taken. Robert burst into our room and drugged Letty and I. We didn't wake up until after the surgeries had already been completed. No, that's horrible. Robert Blackett is obsessed with horses. I caught him drawing them on multiple occasions. I noticed how excited he got around Mary Lude. I don't know how you say that. He made us all try on the horse's skull instead. I think he could no longer control himself. I don't know where it got go from. He wanted to turn us into horses. What? In the dream, it's difficult to make permanent changes to the body. He used all sorts of tricks, including having an idol look at our real bodies through a funhouse mirror's reflection. Letty and I, along with countless other girls and their iterations, were Robert's failures. Our faces are mangled, our spirits are broken, and most of us are completely mad. Or absolutely mad. He did finally find a method that works. The bestial iteration of you is his prized creation. Once he had succeeded, he abandoned us here and locked the door behind him. I didn't look much like a horse when I fought me. What? Indeed. Robert is the king of horse girls. Yeah, he has to die. Give me a tip. Some of the doors are locked. You need to find a crumbling interior key to open them. Fortunately, the keys are so fragile, they're only good for one use. You'll find them in the protected chest with sigils on them. Interesting. Right, what are you selling then? Nothing I particularly care about, although I'll take your weed bullets. Should probably also buy these. If you're saying that curse is going to be bad in here, I'll buy some things that heal curse. It seems like it could be a good idea. We have a crafting table. Someone's in there. I don't know who. But I could hear someone in there. That way has very sloppy noises in it that I don't like. Alright, however, chat, this is probably a prime opportunity for me to go for a small break. So I'm going to go do that, and then when I come back, we will continue on as we explore the Blackett House.
Wait, what am I doing? Intro. Right. It's me, Rob, and Tom, also known as a Lodge Coma, on Twitch and Island of Rob. These guys are going to join me some co-op. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm just marvelling at the level of our intro.
I love that. I'm doing well, man. Cheeseburger. That's all I heard in the background afterwards. It was fucking great. Cheeseburger indeed. Yeah, this is. I believe
we're a good combination between the three of us.
See, look, you see it, chat? There it is. Couple of wheels coming down the road. All right, I got it. This is the one. Why'd you spin? Why'd you spin, you fucking FBI cunt? That's the wrong trigger! Ow!
We should well, there's a on Steam you can get Simply Chess for free, and we can play now then if you want.
Yeah, I like chess. It's fun.
I enjoy chess too. Oh,
This is the worst stalemate.
How are you doing on time?
sorry.
Oh wait, no, we can see the
time.
timer. You can see the timer. Is it actually moving? It is, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just be really fast.
Okay, so Tom is down on time compared to Orpha Lee. Oh,
I win! Hey!
Hey!
congratulations! Right.
And no, Orpha Lee, it's not like now me and you play. We have to go play the horror game now.
Yeah, now we play the horror
This
game.
game sure is scary. He said base cheat. Yeah, it fucking is.
All right,
Let's
here we go, chat. Sorry,
That was tense.
we may have. Wow, you and Orpha Lee are exactly the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah! Was that it? Was I really one hit away like multiple times? Oh my god, holy shit, okay. Like Claptrap. I think these are names of the enemies, right? The end, question mark? Oh wait, hang on. No. I get a feeling this is not the end. Oh, come the fuck on. You motherfucker game. Motherfucker. God damn it. God damn it. Why'd you play me like that, game? Why you gotta do that to me?
I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though, I am very particular about my coffee.
Mel, we're supposed to be figuring out the case where I haven't listened to a fucking
understand.
thing this
I'll
entire
be
scene.
right back with
I
it.
know! I'm right there with you, dude. There's something about a clock tower, there's a gunsmith, and apparently she thought we were hitting on her. That's all I got from this. Momo! Oh, God! Minecart level. Any game I've played with a minecart level, it's been... like, yeah, it's been that. Oh! Understood! That's not a small AoE, it tracks somebody. Well then. I fully expected that to not hurt. But apparently it does. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? You were saying. Yeah. No, don't worry. I'm on team fuck this vibrator thing now. Whoa, there. Also, I left the drum and bass going. Let me turn that off. We're back, everybody. Over the snack. I'm ready to play some Withering Rooms. Now, I've heard that this room is particularly withered. Slightly concerned about... I'm less concerned. Mad Witch! Preparing spells are taking too long, so she enchanted a candle. Good for you. Mad bitch. Okay, nope. I didn't like that. I didn't like the sound that was happening in that room. Oh, it's just happening everywhere, is it? That's just a general sound?
Initiates candlestick. Candlestick that appears perfectly ordinary, however it's been enchanted to hurl fireballs when waved in the air. That provides a mean to cast a spell with no materials. The damage is low unless used by an expert witch. Chat, I need some boys to become brave. I've already got a dog, but I'm gonna also summon boys. Eat locked. Mouldering room? Hey, Scully, do you believe in aliens? Is mouldering a word? Oh good, we're in the flesh precipice. What do you mean? What do you mean we're in the flesh precipice? Yes. More boys! Pull the chain. Are we in the cholera? Or the cholera clinic? We are. Befouled head! A gruesome severed head! Top of the skull has been sawn open. When removed, miasmic vapors emerge. Produces a poisonous gas cloud, poisoning the holder and anyone nearby every 5 seconds. Okay, so like a forced poison build. Right, get him, lads! I can make them go get him, actually, kind of, if I just, like, chuck a knife over there. Get him, lads! Okay, I was expecting it to become much more active. Okay, now, apparently they were the ones to make it active. Oh good, I've got necrosis. I don't know what that means. Can you guys kill it already, for fuck's sake? Right. Well, all the lads are gone, that's great. Necrotic beast zombie. The poor creature's clothes are absolutely in tatters, and it's so hungry. Yeah, what is necrosis then? If I had to guess, I would say necrosis is probably like some of my max health is gone. That's what I would imagine. Until I like heal the effect. I don't even know if I want to fucking go through there, man. Cholera patient head. Great. I guess if I'm building up some necrosis, I may as well go and go to full hog. Go check this fucking area out while I'm here. Oh, I really don't like it. I mean, I'm glad I got this guy with me. But there's a lot here I don't like. This game, in terms of the horror side of things, it's not like the scariest game by any stretch, but what it does do, it It does well. It makes me feel uncomfortable. What is resistance? Receive less necrotic buildup. Alright, guys. Gurney physician. I'll put a stop to those bloody squeaking wheels once and for all. Chat, this is bad. I realize now what a mistake I've made. I think I'll be okay because of my fucking vampirism is so ridiculous, but setting off those fireworks drew the enemies out of the rooms, I think. That was not smart from me. That was very dumb. This is actually the bedroom I started in, chat, at the start of the game. I believe. And there's my picture on the wall, look. There I am. It's me. I don't think that's wine. I need to have a look at this book, Ode to a Nightingale. Unlucky dress. A grey wool dress with black leggings created by Priscilla Mostyn during a dressmaking class at Cheltenham Ladies College. She received her first and only failing grade for it. When below 25% health, grants 50% resistance to all damage types. Interesting. But it doesn't give me vampirism, so it won't be equipped. Ode to Nightingale. John Keats. Oh, this is like just a poem. Or whatever. Thou wast not born for death, immortal bird. No hungry generations tread thee down. The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient days by emperor and clown. Hello. Perhaps the same self-same song that found a path through the sad heart of Ruth when sick for home she stood in tears amid the alien corn. The same that oft times hath charmed magic casements opening on the foam of perilous seas in fairy lands forlorn. What? Am I the only one who sometimes you read like an bit of old literature, a bit of old like poem work or whatever, and you think this just doesn't make any sense? What were they even saying? I really don't like this. Gotta be honest. Might take a picture of it. Trying to time one with the light up. See if I got it. Later. Yeah, there's a lot to not like about this area. The seance room. Fuck it.
Now that you are all sufficiently cursed, I will read a sequence of numbers, and Margaret will play the associated note. Observe the center of the table. 9. 1. 8. 4. 1. 9. 4. Did you see her choices? That's the ghostly melody.
I wrote that down in my notes. 9184194. He also said, now you're sufficiently cursed. Nine. 1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that was right. I've seen 4 songs. Let's listen to it one more time. I need an opportunity to drink some Beppis anyway. Except it's not Beppis, it's Coke. I'm pretty sure the clue here, though, is the sufficiently cursed. So I think I have to become cursed.
9. 1.
Should be 918 41
4. 1.
94.
9. 4. Did you
Yes.
see her choices? That's the ghostly melody.
That's the ghostly melody. Where's my ring that's giving me curse off? Okay. Now that you're sufficiently cursed. I think that might be sufficiently cursed. Let's get a little bit more cursed. Just a little bit. Alright, if that's not sufficiently cursed, I don't know what is. Okay, it'd be quicker if I just figured out this is 1, 3, 5. Then it goes 6, 8, 10, right? 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. The whites. So we got 9, 1, 8, 4, 1, 9, 4. How is that not it? What do you mean? Do I be more cursed? I can't be much more cursed. I'll get curse rot. Do I have to play it while curse roid? That doesn't seem right. Gotta get really quick at playing it if that's the case. So it's, let me just get this right. It's 9, 1, 8, 4, 1, 9, 4. Okay. I didn't do shit. How is that not the sequence here? It is James. I kind of want to look it up on that hint website. So I feel like that's some horse shit. I'm gonna do it. How have I not? That's definitely what that is. Let me just have a look. Alright, I'm just looking here. No? Hang on. Withering Rooms 9184194. If I search for that, it comes up with nothing. That could be... That could be like programmatic, though. That could be random each time. Chapter 4 Piano Puzzle. Oh, Calera Clinic Seance Puzzle. Oh. Hang on. Two pass. Become cursed. Wear a perception ring. Yes. Your perception altar and seek out the wax summon the player in a designated room and prepare to engage in echoes of the past. Okay, never mind. Apparently I need to become sufficiently cursed and then play the thing. Do I still have curse rot?
Now that you are all sufficiently cursed,
It says curse rot still. I don't think I still have curse rot, chat. It's just on the screen at all times. I mean, I've become sufficiently cursed in that the guy who's following me around is now broken. There we go. I might be able to fix this by getting curse rot again, though. I'm going to keep wearing the ring so that when I turn this off, I'll immediately get uncurse rotted.
did you see her choices? That's the ghostly melody.
Okay, I kind of get it now. What I did wrong was I think I'm supposed to hold the seance while cursed. I'm trying to enter the puzzle response while cursed, but that might not be what's happening here.
Now that you are all sufficiently cursed, I will read a sequence of numbers. And Margaret will play the associated note. Observe the center of the table.
Do I play while he's doing his thing? One, 4. 149. 149. I had to pop some health stuff there. I didn't know if I needed to say curse rod, so I just had to kind of tank it. What did I say it was? 149? Oh. I don't like that. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that backward, like, scream. Where are we? The Outcasts room. Oh, good. Permanent left hand. Yeah, no shit. Still flailing corpse once belonging to the filthy wretch. Enchanted to slow those it's pointed at, allowing the user to better control spacing and the pace of battle. It is indeed a permanent left hand, you're not wrong. They were just looking at me like, you alright? Let's read your diary. 1916. I'm told it's now the year 1916 and that a great war has erupted across the entire world. Not a surprise to anyone who has read the Book of Revelation. More worrying is that there are apparently dozens of dormant Mostyn houses floating in the dark void of space. I was a resident of one of those relics, designated 1888-6, revived by Priscilla Mostyn through some electrical blasphemy. How could all of this not stir hundreds of theological questions within one's soul? Quite. I feel like while I'm in relative safety, I should change over to this for a little bit, just to get my health back. So you found me! Oh, this is the filthy wretch? Oh, you grew up. I was hoping this room would remain a secret. Heard a lot about you, Nightingale. Oh, I heard a lot about you. Nightingale, right? I'm from the 1888 iteration of the dream, so we've never met. Have you seen the Robert Blackett that's trapped here? He's locked up in one of those fleshy passages. I can't look at him. To see so great a man brought so low. Each night we all grow a bit larger, a bit more distorted. Down here the dream is forgetting what we look like. Perhaps you've noticed that I removed my mark of sin. I have no need of it anymore. Feeling generous, could you give this poor soul a favour? I'd like you to give Robert my mark of sin. You know what it means. Cannot look at him. Never again. Please, find Robert and give him my mark of sin. You can find him in one of the fleshy passages here in the Cholera Clinic. Cholera Clinic. Why do I keep calling it Cholera? Is this how it's spelt? So that's going to be a key item, I assume. What does it say? When the outcast arrived at Mostyn House, he lost his faith and became a follower of Dr. Robert Blackett. After rebranding himself as the filthy wretch, he carved this red pentagram to wear as an amulet. Robert suggested that he nail it to his forehead instead. The pentagram makes it clear to all that I am no longer a Christian. I travel a new path. Well, I feel like we had to do that. So, I'm glad I did. I do like how he just pops out. Wait, am I not allowed to use the piano now? Oh, that's so lame. I was gonna play his songs on the piano. At least I got rid of the big text that said fucking curse rot or whatever on it. I think I got rid of the lady who was in here by shooting fireworks. She came running. Ooh, bloody Fred. Yeah, I wouldn't classify this game as, like, strictly scary, but it's certainly got enough horror and uncomfortableness that it's a horror game, for sure. Like, it scared me in places, but... like, I wouldn't feel comfortable playing this in Spooktober and saying it was, like, really scary. I think there'd be a riot. Spooky light, yeah. I mean, it's definitely, like, really creepy. And there are, like, moments where, like, the tension and the atmosphere are really, really well done. Like, you don't feel like going through a room because there's, like, horrible noises the other side or whatever, and you're like, oh. Oh. Not like this. He's so slow. Come on, dude, keep up. I mean, he'll magically teleport over here in a second, but... I'm very happy to see this. Yes, light the candle. Means this is probably a boss. Is that Robert Blackett? Is that what that's supposed to be? Hey, do you think he's gonna be a boss? I tell you what, you sit and hit him a bunch. I'll go do something else. No. Alright, I guess I'll talk to him. Oh, it's Nightingale, is it? Please don't look too closely, my flesh is rotting. I'm Dr. Robert Blackett, I believe from 1893. I was captured by Lara, the Night Mother disciple. She says I am to help her usher in a new world, whatever that means. I won't ask you to help me escape. I imagine you figured out that I am a troubled man by now. But if you don't mind lingering in this foul place for a few minutes, I can explain myself. Alright, well, let's talk to him. Tell me about your head wound. Around 1880, a few years after moving into the Mostyn house, I started hearing a voice in the dream. It was subtle, neither male nor female, more symbolic than auditory. As a stubborn man, I could never admit I was going mad, so I convinced myself that the voice was actually my own. Specifically, the voice of my own mind in the real world, reaching out to my simulacrum in the dream, giving it rational direction. Did you give yourself a lobotomy? In order to better hear it, I started each iteration of the dream by drilling a precise hole in my cranium. Wow. After making that hole, the voice became so loud I could no longer distinguish it from my own thoughts. Everything became a blur, and time no longer held any meaning. Here in this prison, in some distant corner of the dream, I finally no longer hear the voice. What a goober. I drilled a hole in my head. What a goober. Now I can see the voice was not mine, but whose voice was it? Not a good man. I have some shameful and twisted proclivities. But my worst sin is in the dream were dictated by that voice. My worst sins in the dream were dictated by that voice. That voice. I wonder who it was. Margaret. It was such a shame when I look at Margaret. Not for abandoning her bleating, noxious peasant mother in China. No, for being so hard on her. She has such a sweet nature. I believe that sweetness, given her unusual circumstances, to be a liability. I thought perhaps when we met Peter Mostyn, that I had found a respectable man I could pass the torch of Margaret's care to. Unfortunately, Peter seemed more interested in that Indian house guest of his. As the dream slowly turned into a nightmare. I don't know what's going on, chat. I'm like, my eyes are seeing words. I'm going crazy like this guy. I drilled a hole in my cranium before the stream. As the dream slowly turned into a nightmare, Peter began to drink heavily and resent our presence. When Peter died of a heart attack in the real world, the police were naturally suspicious. While I had no direct hand in his demise, one thing I do not regret is making sure the house is well stocked with alcohol. Singe. If you made it here, I'm sure you've seen a few of my secrets. As a child, I had a keen interest in dead animals. I would spend hours gathering decaying creatures and dissecting them. It was this youthful curiosity that set me on the path to become a doctor. No, my interest in the bodies was as much aesthetic as it was scientific. The decision to hire the butcher surgeon was dictated by the voice in my head. It was my own private obsessions that led me to finally experiment on a living subject in the dream. Through a combination of ritual and surgery, I turned a poor girl into an abomination. Now that my head is clear, I can still see her distorted vocal cords shrieking. Or hear, rather. Aesthetic. Sparkle. What the other iterations of me did after 1893, I can only speculate. I would guess there are a fair number of abominations out there now. I have a thing for you, which I think is going to turn you into a boss. Just let me... I'm definitely remembered. This guy's going nuts still. So the coward refuses to see me himself. This can mean only one thing. The wretch has returned to his original faith. I must admit, I enjoyed being treated like a god. But I knew he'd return to Calvinism someday. I think you'd better go check up on him to make certain he isn't doing anything stupid. Oh. Well, I guess I don't have a fight. This guy just really hates him. Maybe I eventually will fight him. Well, we have access in the seance room now to the outcast room, so... I gave him the thing. Still weird to me that you come from that side and not the other side. Oh. You thought this was the right thing to do, huh? I've been mired in sin since coming to Moston House, but now I'm ready to repent. The dream may be the creation of a god, but it is not the creation of the one true god. Does a facsimile such as I have a soul? Perhaps the real me is burning in hell. What a sentence to come into. If only, maybe the real me is burning in hell. Lex Temporis, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Also, chat, there is a link there for Lex Temporis. Playing Voices of the Void. Go and check them out. Welcome to Heck, yeah. How was Voices of the Void? And thank you very much for the raid, Lex. Welcome in. We're still playing some Withering Rooms, although we are now in the last chapter and things are getting very creepy and weird. If only I'd simply let the disease overtake me before coming to this place. No matter. I believe I have a soul and I intend to redeem it. I have prepared the erasure ritual. The die is cast. Jesus, take me into your arms. Oh boy. Holy shit. Okay. Right. Well then. Quest complete. I guess. I guess I did it. I feel really good about that. Definitely. I'm gonna go back in. You got me at a disadvantage. It's the first time I see you play a game I've never heard of. Huh? I think this game fell under a lot of people's radars. It's a little indie roguelike horror game with some sort of Metroidvania type elements in it. And we're definitely getting the horror now. We're in like the final chapter. This guy I summoned from like a suit of armor. He's following me around, helping me feel more brave. But I recommend this game, Lex. If this game seems like interesting at all, just from the offset looking at it, I highly recommend checking it out. I'm gonna light this just in case this does turn into a boss fight. Right, Mr. Armor, I know you don't like Robert, but I'm gonna speak to him anyway. I guess I'll just ignore you smacking him for now. Alright. No, okay, he doesn't care that that guy be dead. Whatever. I guess we're done here in the cholera clinic. Horrible, horrible place that it was. But yeah, this I would say it's a roguelite for sure. In that there are a lot of permanent upgrades. Like all of your armor is permanent upgrades. Pretty much all of your like key items, like these, are all permanent upgrades. And they give you the ability to remember items as well. Every time you come across like these little shrines, you can give an offering to it and then you can remember an item. So any of these ones with the little blood drip, I'm remembering. So if I do die and restart the night, I come back with all the things that I've remembered and all the stuff that are permanent, which are the ones with the red circles. So in terms of like the actual roguishness of it, it's very forgiving. Very easy to get back into the swing of things if you die in a night as well. All that does happen is the entire map resets. Right now we're in a very small portion of the map, as you can see. This is where I call it a bit Metroidvania-ish, in that sprawling now at this point that we're in the final chapter. There is a lot to go and explore. Did we leave the bathroom door closed? Oh, I never went in the bathroom because it was like fucking Silent Hill in here. Right. I guess we're going in, buddy. I don't like it in here. Oh, I just said it's like Silent Hill in here. Now you're gonna make me jump in the hole? Come on. Oh god, I'm just like fucking James Sunderland twat jumping in a hole. Oh, there's more? There's more holes? Great. Wait. Oh, is this like a Lost Woods situation? I believe it is. Okay, we went right, left, now right again. Right, left, right again. Okay. Right, left, right, right. Let's try that. I don't know if I'm making progress. I have no idea. Right, left, right, right, left. Okay, right, left, right, right, right. No? Is it different every time? Am I looking at the bodies? What's doing this? We never went left first. Let's try that. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's what? 7 bodies lined up this side and 3 bodies lined up this side. Do we go to the one with the more bodies or the less bodies? Let's find out. Okay, I went to the one with the more bodies. There's 3 this side. 5 this side. Let's go that side then. No, that didn't matter. Okay. What is the secret to this, I wonder? Okay, 6 and 2. 6 and 2. Two and 5. Okay. Five. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Come on, dude. Get out of the... I don't know if I'm going to find something that tells me what to do here, or if this is just like I need to figure it out. I've got 7 bodies. Are we noticing anything? Is this a code number thing or what? I'm not sure. That's definitely a possibility. Right, so on the first one, I went into the one with the most bodies on it. So most number of bodies, first one. Then it's least number of bodies. Then I want to say it's least again. Nope. Okay, so most, least, most. Maybe it alternates. Okay, we've got 4 and 3. Let's see if it alternates. So this should be the less number, which is definitely going to be this side. The most, which is 7 on that side and 8 on this side. Seems to be working. Now the least. 4 and 3. Alright, I figured it out. My reward was a scary corridor basement full of enemies. Great. I need my friends. Get my friend back. He's technically a new friend, but I don't care right now. Just hurry up. It's like when everyone was complaining about, or everyone complains about the second half of Silent Hill 4. Because they're like, oh, it's a fucking escort quest. And I was like, I was just glad to have like another person with me. That wasn't like trying to kill me. The Night Mother Sanctum. I see fucking witches chained up in there. We're building up necrosis slowly, but it is very slowly, so I'm not too worried about it. I don't know how to heal it though, which is of slight concern. Ooh, a weapon upgrade kit. Do like that. Right, we've been here before. We've been to the wine cellar before. Right, well apparently that Night Mother Sanctum is, like, safe. So... Hi. Oh shit. I don't even need to do my bit over it. It's got its own stuff. That's first can of Oreo Coke Zero down, chat. Now the only thing with Coke Zero, I think I've mentioned this before, which is why I prefer Pepsi. There's something about Coke Zero, I don't know why, but if I drink too much Coke Zero, it gives me a headache. Do not get it with Pepsi Max. It's very strange. Ah, Nightingale. I've been expecting you. I'm familiar with your elder incarnation, and she is quite ferocious. It's only a matter of time until you came. I am Lara, the Night Mother disciple. I believe you destroyed my elder incarnation. Or incarnation. I do not blame you. She was captured by the Wretch King and imprisoned. No doubt after so many nights she behaved like a frenzied animal. You have descended beyond the depths of Moston House, and there could only be one reason. You want to probe the deepest mysteries of the dream. We've been given a golden opportunity. Ask yourself, would an idol capable of creating an entire universe be placed into our hands for no reason? When one thinks of the afterlife, they imagine eternal life, free of suffering. The dream can provide us that. The first step is to bring everyone into the dream, not just a chosen few. The second step is to purge the dream of suffering, which thanks to magic, we have the tools to do. Millie Irwood discovered a method for widening the gaze of the dream, enough to encompass the entire planet. She had second thoughts about the course of action. But we faithful disciples of the Iron God, she who creates the dream, the Night Mother, we are not swayed. We must gather the Night Mother's instruments. These are holy artifacts created by Millie Irwood, the greatest witch the dream has known. She scattered them throughout the dream to stop us from using them. Gather the 5 instruments of the Night Mother. Then, we need a large collection of idols. They're held in a great bloody tower far to the east. When you have them fully under your control, return to me. Why would I do this? I don't want to do that, do I? That sounds like a terrible idea. To bring the world into the dream, first the 5 Night Mother instruments must be gathered. You found the Night Mother's ring. You found the Night Mother's doll. You found the Night Mother's amulet. And you found the Night Mother's mask. I believe the Night Mother's blade is held in the wretched Blackett house. Finally, you must return to me once you have a large collection of idols. Right. So I've already grabbed most of these things anyway. Is this gonna affect the ending I get or something? I know there's multiple endings to this game. There's like 3 endings, I think. Escape. Would you like to return to the world above? No. Actually, yes, I guess, but also no. I just want to look around in this room real quick. Well, I guess there's nothing in here. Are you gonna like teleport me back up? Oh. Escape, yes. Just a moment. Oh, okay, you just put me back at the Night Mother's cottage. But actually, that's not that helpful, because now I've got to make my way back to the Blackett house. Which I believe is over here somewhere, maybe? Yeah. I wonder how much Blackett house there is. Right, because we went to the fucking flesh precipice and then found a ladder and did all that. Which was just even more map, by the way. Like, even more stuff unlocked. This game is insane with how much content is packed in it. Right, that's the wine cellar. That's where we were. So I made it to this banquet hall and outcast room and all that. Says there's an NPC in the outcast room still. Nah. I don't know if he classifies anymore as a functioning NPC. I gotta be honest. I think he's a little on fire and unable to talk anymore. So, I think I get back by going to the bog. I don't know how to cure this fucking necrosis, though. Do I have anything in my inventory that says it cures necrosis? Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe the nurse can help me with that. Cure my necrosis, please. Where's the chair? I want to sit in the chair first. Do I have enough of this? 15 organ grease. Oh, I never did this. I bought all these livers. That gets me a level up. That usually gives me full health. That might cure my necrosis. Yay! Accidental Busco Brain. Do you have stuff to cure necrosis, though? Dexterous pill. Weird pill. No. You can't cure. Doc. Yes. Come with me, boy. Turn me into a braver child. I wonder if I can get out of the... Can I get out of the house again? To the left? Now I have the key. But if I go here... So we went back in the room, chat, because that guy throws grenades, I think. And I didn't really want to deal with that. There he is. Go back in the room. Get him, dog! If I go any closer, I'm gonna get fucked up. Good job, boy! Oh yeah, great. Just fucking swoop me on over into that. Let's see if I care. It's the infirmary. I don't think there were enemies in the infirmary last time, but I don't know if that's going to be true this time. Thought that was you, Horace. Yeah, all set off. This is the west stairwell. I don't know when I picked all these fucking remembrance stairs up, but sure. I don't know what to remember. I don't know, remember my cupcakes. Oh, I remember this mirror. Alright, entrance hall has definitely got enemies in it. These are enemies I don't genuinely want to fuck with, but if I chuck a granado at them... Right, now we've got the scythe guy. Alright. Nice. Dealt with. They drop like 30 coins when you kill those guys. That's ridiculous. Like, I gotta be back up to like 400 coins again. Yeah, nearly. This is the entrance into the... Yeah, we got an enemy down here this time? No. This is a cable car station. Is that the cable car station she wanted a picture of? No, Central Station. Underneath the church. Right, there's the front door key. This should be the guy who can upgrade my stuff. Yes. Although I don't believe I can upgrade what I'm currently wearing any further. But if I wanted to upgrade other stuff now, I could do that. We have access to him. I gotta stop doing it. So I went and found the OST for this game, by the way. And I want to get it on the pre-stream at some point, but every song is like 50 seconds long. Like, they just loop. Which is really sad. I don't know if I've got the effort in me to go and make like longer versions of all of them. Right, I need to get to the Blackett house, which requires me to go to the bog. Maybe I should grab this. Hell traps. Bullet. Yeah, I now have 6 out of 27 on that. That's good. Right, we'll get the dog back. We go to Night Mother. And out to the dock. I feel like we did a lot of the optional stuff in Chapter 3, so I don't feel as, like, impulsed, if that's the right word, to do it again now. Have you met Tomos? He's currently set up in Mostyn House Western Yard with a little shop. Don't know how he does it, but he always has the finest things on hand. One of these days I'll need some new threads, and that's when I'll go pay him a visit. Now, these rags suit me fine. Yeah, we need to find a proper portal into the Blackett house. This is a long run back with no way to warp into it. Instantly withered. Notice how like 90% of the game now I've been running around with the lantern on. Like, any ability to block or anything like that has been completely outpaced by the fact that everywhere is now pitch black. Like, if I don't have this lantern on, that's what I can see. That just ain't... We ain't doing that. You gonna hit me? No? Alright, we got some black wax, great. Curse armor. Whoever enchanted this must surely have a dark soul. Dark soul? Dark Souls reference? Definitely a Dark Souls reference. Flaming hood! A blackened cloth that is permanently aflame. Curiously, does not burn the wearer. Receive 30% less fire damage. How is that giving me less fire damage? What are you talking about? It's on fire. It's magic. Oh, I guess. I guess this lady decided to come out. She saw the door was open and was like, I'll come out and fight. And I'll be honest, that works in my favor. in the Mouldering Room, chat. Whatever the fuck that means. Someone's having fun. This lady's very good on piano. Sounds like a Vocaloid. Alright. Alright, good. Crumbling interior key. Key to the interior doors of Blackett House appears to have been broken and then pieced back together. Can only be used a single time before it completely crumbles. You smashed all the keys so we can't get out, but what is broken can be mended, yes? Wiring requirements. Robert, I've wired Blackett House for electricity. It was really quite trivial, but it took precious time away from my projects. I will expect the favour returned. The large tank next to the house stores spoiled organ grease. To convert the grease to electricity, you'll need to install an electrical generator. I left one inside the house. If something goes wrong, I have also another generator hooked up to the central station logistics machine you could borrow. Don't do anything thick. Priscilla. Central station. It's a much more troubling noise than before. Big cough. I like how it unlocked it. I wanted to just peek. It was like, oh, you can peek through here if you unlock the door. You motherfucker, I didn't tell you to do that. Right, there's a ghost in there. I'm fast as fuck! Die. Alright. Another key. Dead amulet. Tarnished magical amulet created by one of the mad residents of Blackett House. Max curse tolerance. Okay. We got a key as well. It's useful. Where's this last thing I haven't searched? No, it's this. We'll deal with that last. Actually, I guess I should deal with that next. Because it's literally... it's a dead end. Not my favourite enemy in the game to fight, chat. I tell you what, it's been a long time since I had to fight one, and last time I fought one, they were terrifyingly strong. That went down in 2 hits. That's just goes to show me how much stronger we've gotten. Get out of here, painting. And laugh at me and then come up the wall? I think you are.
What? Chat, I'm really unhappy. About the footsteps that sound like they're in the room. But they're not. Great. The repugnant inverted room. I guess I'll fucking go in there. I really wish I had my dog. The dog has taken too much damage now. Oh, dog is here! What? Huh? What the fuck is that thing? Oh. Inverted room. Right. The dingy wing. I know it's dingy, but it's just the way it's worded. Like the way it looks. Dingy wing. That's the hall. And this is something else. Dining room. What the fuck is this? Some motherfucker with a safe? Get out of here with your safe! Bell helmet! A small heavy bell, originally worn by a corpse as part of Robert Blackett's Regal and Death art project. Robert has become more and more comfortable displaying these posed dead bodies in public spaces. How can you teach the tactless tact? Ooh, hello. A lightweight blood-splattered scythe. It's not clear whether it was ever used as a farming implement. What are we talking damage-wise here? 12 plus. I mean, it's more on the heavy. Would be even more if we upgraded it, obviously, but... Whoa. Seems really quick. It's about as quick as the bayonet, but it's got better reach. I might upgrade that. He says. I do have a weapon upgrade kit. I could totally start upgrading the scythe as I find more. Dog, I'm so happy you're here with me. I'd be very upset if you weren't. Can't hear anything. Immediately, obviously. We've got the dingy wing still. I've actually done quite a lot of this house though. Already. I think what might be like the penultimate area of the game.
I'm not scared of these enemies, they're just silly. Fast witches. Can't move. Getting dog blocked. Another key. I absolutely would love to add another party member to my party. Get in here, boy! Cursed Explorer's Ring. Look at this guy going crazy. Vital Amulet. It's pretty useful. You recruited Ike. Also good. A neglected missing room. I do like the fact that we are clearing out this crumbling hall from, like, the back rooms, though. That's nice. Not, you know, the back rooms. That's something else. He's going! You good? I actually don't mind him dying. They're kind of annoying, those guys. They run off and start fights about you, so it's not the end of the world that he died. As far as party members go. Electrical generator! Small generator created by Priscilla Mostyn, the Power Blackett house in the dream, converts organ grease into electrical power. I understand you want your own lab, Robert. I'll wire it, but in return you help me finish construction of the tower. Wait, so Priscilla wanted the tower constructed? I'm not a fan of that, I'll be honest, chat. I don't know who this is. This bitch gotta die. Oh, you still, like, take damage from them, huh? What are you barking at, boy? What'd you find? Oh, that's what you found. Someone put a trap on the door. I didn't even need to open that. That's the worst part. You alright? I think he's slowly taking damage. For some reason. Anything on this one? No? Okay, good. He is a good boy, chat. I gotta say. An exemplary boy. He will tell me if there's a trap on this door. No trap. Not that I need to open all the doors, it's just nice to know that everything's been accessed, you know? Alright. No need to give me damage every time we walk past, it's really quite annoying. Alright, come over here, Horace. Is there a trap on this door? No. Okay. Private lab hall. Fucking hon hon baguette in it, bruv. Cyber, howdy. How does it feel being French? Are you just listening to La Vie Continue or whatever it is from Deadly Prem on loop while eating French bread and hating the English? Disgusting hall, you say. Sordid lab room. The forbidden lab room. That's got a fucking boss crystal in it, like candle. And the eerie lab room. What is going on up there? Hello? I didn't like that. Didn't like that at all. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Creamin', welcome in. I guess I'm gonna go in the eerie lab room. As much as I don't want to. Oh! Wait. This is the ceiling, fellas. I need the gun. I need the gun. I don't like those enemies. Very fast. Very upsetting. I'll just kill more of them. That's what we brought the bullets for. Put them in the enemies. Mike, you play a lot of good indie games. Have you heard of this one? Withering Rooms? It's very good. I'm enjoying it. Very much so. We are almost at the end, but it's absolutely packed full of content. I think this is also a new new game plus type game. If you want to go and do all that sort of stuff. Heard the name looks too scary for me. It is in places, for sure. It's definitely got some pretty good horror elements. It's not like Silent Hill scary quite, but it's getting up there. I don't want to go in the forbidden lab room. That's got a candle in it. That worries me. Plus, I have a crippling Philatro addiction. I feel you. 187 hours, damn! I think I've maybe played it like 30 or something. We did hold a Philatro tournament a couple of months back. Well, a month and a half ago, I guess. That was a lot of fun. I like that game a lot. I heard that's coming out mobile, if it hasn't already, and I'm worried about the prospect of that. I certainly don't need something that I can take on my phone into the bathroom and then make my bathroom visits take 45 minutes. But I will install it if it comes out, and that's what will happen. Ooh, another bloody Fred. Gambling on the go. You're in trouble yet. Yeah. Next week, I think I'll try to resist, yeah. Godspeed. I need to check out that other game that is very similar, the Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. I've heard a lot of good things about that. Oh! Final experiment. That's a big face. I don't like that. That's what the shotgun was made for. This precise exact moment is what the shotgun was made for. Yeah. Keep up the work, dog. You're doing good. How are bullets in the gun? Okay, switch to the other gun. Alright, dog has gone back to home base. That's fine. Oh yeah, no, that's... Okay, that's the thing crossed with the horse that he was talking about? Nope, don't like that. Do not like that. There's a lot of like curse and shit happening right now, which I don't enjoy. One thing, as I've said multiple times now, I really appreciate about this game though is anytime you come up to a boss, it just like gives you a respawn point at the boss, which is wonderful. Defeat a foe in the Blackett house. Waking powder. The vial of white powder used by Robert Blackett to wake his experiments after surgery was over. Can be used to wake Letty in the Blackett house foyer. She looked in the mirror after waking and screamed, but her vocal cords were mutilated flaps. The sound has stuck with me since. Lock her away. I'm returning to Mostyn House. I should have stopped long ago. I don't know what that noise is. I don't like it. If there's anything else in here, it's just the boss room. Why are you making this noise? Why did I get under that bed? I wouldn't have done that. In real life. For sure. Disgusting hole left. I wonder how much deeper this goes, though. We have no dog with me now. That's upsetting. There's definitely a downstairs to this as well, which is also upsetting. Right, these guys have yet to do any damage to me, I don't think. Gotta be the worst enemy in the game. That just sounds like the fucking Goofy laugh. I keep hearing it in this house every so often. It really sounds like it's going woo. Pestilential room? That's a name. That's a word. Is that a word? Pestilential? Some fingers, good. Great, love that. Love that for us. Another key. Come on! Welsh country houses. Blackett House, built in the Duern Valley in 1879, lies literally and figuratively in the shadow of Mostyn House. After befriending Peter Mostyn, American physician Dr. Robert Blackett and his daughter Margaret were invited to live in Mostyn House. They soon desired a home of their own nearby to retreat to. The pair chose a small clearing in the woods near Duern Bog to build a relatively modest two-story mansion in a conspicuous American colonial style. Relatively modest. Fucking huge. Just 2 years later, Peter Mostyn was dead, and Mostyn House was left to Dr. Blackett. Since then, Blackett House has seen little use. Nasty room. Nasty, nasty with it. Oh, I hate these enemies. They do way too much bleed damage. Kill it quickly. That's not what I wanted to do, but sure. That's what I wanted to do. Search the body. Alright, the nasty room. The dank missing room. Who named these rooms? Body bag. Rubbish. Absolutely bursting with cursed energy. Best not to touch it. The way it died. It's pretty funny. It's gonna be another key, I'm assuming. Oh no, another amulet. Okay, resistance amulet. Ugh, fucking... Alright, game. Nothing right in the screen. Yeah, these are fun enemies. They make fun noises and run around and do fun things. He died in a funny way. That's something. You hear it? You hear him? You hear Goofy? You'll be okay, Goofy, don't worry. Oh. I guess the door exploded. Ow. If I had the dog with me, he would have fixed that. Have I not got my curse ring on? No, I do have my curse ring on. Well, let's pop this down. I really don't want to be cursed in the Blackett house, I'm not gonna lie. This is already like an unfriendly space. I do want to point something out though, which is I had curse on just then, and there was a question mark on the map while I was cursed, and then when I was uncursed, the question mark went away. Hello? Must be near a suit of armor or doll. Uh-huh. What do we call that? Whoa! Back, you piece of shit. Oh, this is the room that was blocked. Oh, that's good, actually, then, because that means we're more or less done. Steadfast amulet. In fact, I think we might be done. If I go to the map, we did all that. That goes down into there. We did all this. I believe we're done. That is the entrance from there. Oh, there's the dingy wing. We haven't finished the dingy wing. Alright. That was uncalled for, game. Now we get to run back through and see all of our handiwork. Through the repugnant inverted room. That's one of my least favourite types of enemies to fight, but let's give it a go. It's okay, we're quite a bit stronger than we have been in the past now, though, so it's not actually that bad. They can be real bad if they hit you, though. They do a lot of damage. Oh. Don't look like we're doing that room. Gonna explode? No. Grotesque room. Is this one of those fast as fuck witches? It is. Okay, and they put something on the... That was some horse shit. They put something on the door? Yeah, no. Stop it. You can go back now. At least they took some damage from their own trap by the look of it. Says you're right, you bastard. Alright, whatever that room is, potentially the last room here. Insulated amulet. Let's have a look. The hideous room. Yep, it doesn't lead anywhere either by the look of it, so it is the last room, I believe. Yeah, rolled right into it, idiot. Teehee. That's it. We are officially clear of the Blackhead House. You know what, chat? There's a good chance I might finish this next stream we do, which will be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Because we'll be done with Persona. These poor rooms getting constantly roasted. Sheesh. The shitty fuck you dumbass room, yeah. Give the waking powder. Yeah. You found the waking powder. Oh, I do hope this works. She's awake. I heard her vocal cords are all fucked up. Unless that's someone else. Seems a bit dazed, but I don't want to spend too much time here. As promised, I'll leave some rewards here for you. Thank you, Nightingale. We'll see you at the circus. Want to get Nightingale doll, permanent artifact. A small wind-up Nightingale doll in a twisted pose, her face blurred. Oh, thanks for the present. It's our only chance to escape. When activated, a shadow Nightingale emerges and silently loots the room. She cannot be seen or heard by anyone else. Each time treasure is taken, a small spell toll is incurred. The Night Mother's Blade. Permanent. Short sword blackened with cursed energy. Damage increases with the wielder's spellcasting ability, not their melee ability. One of the Night Mother's instruments. You hear that? Why did this place become scary now, Layla? Liked it much better when it wasn't scary. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm a little hoarse. Machine for powering the residence of electricity. It's missing an electrical generator. Put that shit in. Yay! Now, what do you reckon that does? Chat, I reckon all it does is puts the lights on so that I can run around the rooms not be in the dark. That's pretty much all I think it does. I don't think it actually serves any purpose for puzzles and such. So seeing as we've just cleared this, seems a bit redundant, but I turned the lights on anyway. Find the source of the bells to the far east. Okay, Beckett in the Back Academy ruins. Let's photograph Central Station. We still can't do that. Find Robert Blackett in the Blood Tower. We haven't done that yet. Search the baths on the first floor of the Blood Tower for signs of Robert Blackett. We haven't done that yet. Secure a large collection of idols and return to Lara in the Calera Clinic. So, I can do that, but do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I'm gonna look up Night Mother's instruments, because that might affect my ending. I'm looking at like a couple of sites. Just to see Night Mother quest. Okay, interesting. It says here, in order to complete the quest, you have to defeat the final boss of Chapter 4 and then return to the lady. So maybe it's something I should go hand in. But where the fuck was she? Boatman. She was in like some really deep down area. Right? Like really in the depths. Yeah, there she was. Pause map key Lara. I love how this has still got some like fucked up shit in the text. Bits and pieces. I think we had to go to the flesh area to get to there. Maybe. Bookshelf passage. Bookshelf passage. Maybe that's what I need to do then. I need to go there, which I need to go to the examination room. We're at the Calera Clinic again. Cholera. Why do I keep calling it Calera? For fuck's sake. Well, we've got a few things we could do. For one, I could go and upgrade my weapon. Also get the fucking dog back. Dog, please. Dog, please come with me. Please. Every time the dog's with me, I get like a +5 to braveness. Right, annoyingly, this is quite a run back, actually. I remember. Well, actually, it's not that bad. This is kind of getting me in the spirit chat for Spooktober. To some degree. It's not preparing me mentally quite enough. I'll tell you what is preparing me mentally somewhat is the first game we'll be playing in Spooktober will be Resident Evil 6, which has not got me worried at all in terms of being scary. This is not the right guy. I ran all the way over here. This is the guy who upgrades clothes. The guy who upgrades weapons is just in here. Upgrade. Yeah, as I thought, my sword is done. So that becomes a permanent item now as well, which is great. Right, how does that look now compared to my bayonet? So that's sickle. That's the wrong thing. Scythe. There we go. 6 plus 15, 7 plus 17. So it's almost the same. It's not far off. Bleeding damage is a little less, but the poise damage is more. And then heavy, it's 12 plus 28 or 10 plus 24, so it's not quite up there. Again, less bleeding damage, but more poise damage. But the main thing that I'm upgrading this to see if I want to use it is because it's got some range on it. Whereas this has, like, no range. Right. What do I need to do? I need to go to the Night Mother. That's what I need to do. Well, not Lara, the Night Mother's disciple. Examination room will get me there. I've already done this. I don't need to. Already cleared this area out. It was scary when it potentially had enemies in it. Now it has no enemies in it. Therefore, I'm no longer scared. Now it's just a traversal space. Still don't like this room, though. For reasons. Hey. I have the thing. I found. Finally, you must return to me once you've secured a large collection of idols. Right, okay, that was the last thing we needed to do, which I can't remember how you said I get the idols. From the tower. Right. Okay, I guess future me, if you want to get the idols, you've got to get them from the tower. Which is probably where we're going to be going next, I guess. In terms of areas to go in this game, it seems that tower is our current objective. Which is all the way over here. But yeah. Chat. That's where I'm going to finish up for the night. I'm done with another session of Withering Rooms. We may well finish this next week. If we do, it will be... pardon me, cough. It will be Saturday next week, not Thursday. Because, as a reminder, Thursday next week will be the final Maelstrom Invitational. We'll be doing the Jump King Jamboree. That's going to be free. No, 4 people, sorry. I'm the Rob, Legla33, Morbalicious, and Exotic Lizzie are all going to be competing against each other in a 3-hour marathon to see who can make the furthest up the level in the original Jump King map. And I will be commentating and such. Rip everyone. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I am looking forward to it. They all going to be in a, like, nightmare scape, but I'm very much looking forward to it. It's like cathartic. Also, Pastry, thank you for the links in the Discord and such. They're all in the chat. If you want to go follow us on our various stuff, please do. bot.gg/discord/links, or go to my beacons page. However, that's where I'm going to finish off for the night, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along. I will be back on Saturday for the finale of the main story of Persona 3 Reload. There is still the Answer DLC, but that won't be coming until after Spooktober. Yeah, thanks for coming along, everyone. I hope you had a good time, and I will catch you again for more of this next Saturday.